All right, team. So I scheduled this. I understand it was a little bit last minute, but I will be honest. If you're not working, I'm a little disappointed that you're not on. So, like first step, and I'll get it out of the way right away, and then we'll just move on. Is like the little bit of tough love for me is, Courtney does things like this all the time, where she lets us know 24 hours in advance for us leaders on the team that we are going to be getting on a call and doing things, and all the people that are diamond and above are showing up on those things as often as they can. Even if they're working another job, sometimes they're literally putting their earbuds in, turning video off, and they're listening in, so that they can get the most out of their business. But here's the thing as well. A lot of those people don't love their job that they have right now, and they want out of that job. I know that there are quite a few people on our team, maybe all of you, that love your current job, and you don't see coaching as like the thing that you want to do full time. And that's okay too. We accept and love every type of coach, whether it's going to be just a side hustle and you never see it as your full-time solution, or someone who's a hobby coach and kind of just wants to see what can be done. But if you're someone who's like, I'm tired of my job, I hate my job, like I want to do something about it, I want to be there for my family more, I want to have more time freedom, then like, listen, you have to grind for a little bit. Like I did. That's what I had to do when I was teaching. On my prep, I would hop on calls, and I know that's not, I'll be honest, that's not the most like, it wasn't the most integrity filled thing to do, because I should have been using that time for grading or whatever. But it was just like, if there was a call, I wanted to get on it, and I'd put my earbuds in and listen while I was like, rearranging my classroom or whatever. It's about a short-term sacrifice for a long-term goal. And I'm still in that phase. Like if I spend all day working, that means a lot of things for my household and family. And we have a lot of social worker meetings and stuff right now. Like a lot of that is put off. And that might not sound like the full-time job, but like my husband is going through a really stressful time with work, and it helps him be better and more focused at work if I'm just taking care of literally everything else. So when I'm making sacrifices too, is what I'm saying. It's not 100% the same, but it actually sometimes feels harder than when I was just teaching and giving up some of that. So I'm sorry, I don't really know where to look, because I've got the screen here and I know that I should be looking there, but I'm going to look at the screen. So anyway, tough love is, if you want to make actual money in this business, just like you would with a job. Like, what do you do when you have a part-time job, when you're trying to make extra money at your part-time job? You give up your whatever, going to movies with friends and things like that, so that you can make money with your other job. So like when I was a teacher, I was not making enough money, and I had to do a banquet serving job. So I wasn't calling into my banquet serving job every time I didn't feel like going in, because I knew I'd lose that job and I wouldn't make any money. They'd fire me, right? So I would have to give up all the things I wanted to, most of all being with my son, to go work a banquet serving job to make ends meet. And if I kept calling in sick and they fired me, and I dare ever said banquet serving just didn't work for me and it's their fault that I got fired, that'd be insane, right? You need to align your coaching job. It's a beautiful thing and it's fun and you get to do it on your own time, but that does not mean that you don't have to do it. So this is like, I'm being honest, this is the tough love side of me that's like, dude, I don't want to be the only person on a team who is showing up and wanting goals and whatever. It's really not as fun when people aren't on board with me. But at the same time, if your goal is only to dabble in this and you don't really care if you make money and you don't mind paying, for your subscriptions and things like that, and it doesn't bother you to have that money going out and not be making it back, I still love that. Like, I want you here. That's fine. You just need to tell me that's what you want, and then I'll stop bothering you. I'll stop putting you in group chats, and I'll stop texting you, and I'll stop emailing you, so that you can just decide what you want to do out of this. But if you actually want something out of this, you've got to listen to the people who've gone before you, me being one of them, Courtney being another one, saying, here are the things you've got to do. And the business activity tracker is very clearly one of those things. And so let's talk about that a little bit. So on the business activity tracker, you already know it. You've heard me talk about it a bajillion times. I'll share my screen because it's in my drive. You can probably hear Hallmark Channel in the background because that's what I would be doing if I weren't on this call, is having Hallmark out and getting my phone out and just going through invites on there. So don't mind this. One of my friends sells Beauty Counter, which by the way, I love and I buy. I love, love, love it. And I'm going to go to my drive. And this is my tracker I have to fill out for the business group I'm in. But you're going to see, don't mind this. I have all sorts of things. I'm on my mom's board for her business. I've got all this. Yeah, y'all, yeah, I've got a lot of things. Okay. So work out, drink your Shaco, share that every single day in your stories. Non-negotiable, like duh. Okay. And if you're doing other workouts right now or something, or you're not drinking Shaco for whatever reason, share what you are doing that's associated with Beachbody. Initiate connections and add followers. So what this looks like for me on right now is I'm going to go through each of these and tell you what these look like for me right now so that you can tweak it and make it work for you. If you didn't watch Courtney's video on Team Sona Strength that she posted tonight, go and do that. Like, she talked about how, like, you can never say this business doesn't work. You can only say you didn't figure out a way to make it work for you. And that's kind of maybe where I get a little bit tough love, is like, I hate when people walk away from this business who literally never even did all of these things, because this is your key to success. It's like if your boss were to give you a to-do list, this is what it is every single day. And then there are people who are leaving off like 4 or 5 of these things and then saying that business doesn't work. No, that's not how it is. We didn't work if we're saying that. So anyway, okay, I'm going to get off my tough love because it's hard for me to be in that place. But at the same time, like, as a leader, I feel like sometimes I can be way too soft. This is how I talk to myself. I'm talking to you the way that I talk to myself. Like, Sheree, don't you dare ever say that you finished your day when you didn't do these things. Okay, so initiating connections and adding followers. For me right now, what that mostly looks like is on Instagram. You choose. If you love Facebook, go do Facebook. I feel like a lot of people stepped away from Facebook, so you might have a great open market there. But initiate connections and add followers is just like, I'm searching. I follow a few hashtags, especially that have to do with like foster to adoption, blah, blah, blah. I really connect with those people because it's something we're like in the trenches of right now. So I go, and by add followers, it just means that I'm following them. Like, I'm going and liking their posts that I genuinely like. I'm commenting like I would if I were commenting on a friend's post. And then I'm following them if I really like them, because I need to get more eyes on me and I need to get my eyes on more people to figure out who I'm really connecting with. So you can search hashtags, or the other thing you can do is follow, like, if you follow a big account that you really like and you find people who are just like you, follow it. Like, I have one that I follow and I'm like, it's people in my age group. It's people in my phase of life. Like, they get me, I get them. Like, I love this account, so I follow it. I love all of her posts. And then anyone who comments on a post that I might comment on, I go and I read through them. I love their comments. I go and look at their page if it's public, and then I will follow them and comment on their stuff. So just for 20 minutes, just set a timer for 20 minutes and just have fun. Like, be social on social media. That's literally what this is you are being the person who is initiating connections with people you genuinely like on social media. We all do that anyway. And it's not to get somebody, and it's not like any weird thing. It's literally just you're connecting with people and being a genuine human. Okay, so you're posting on social media every single day. And once in a while you're doing a call to action. So you'll see on my posts, like, for example, today I did my transformation post with my husband, and I was like, comment a Santa Claus or DM me with a Santa Claus if you want to be a part of the 21-day gift giveaway or something like that. And so can I be really honest with you right now? I have almost 7,000 followers, and I literally have had no one DM me, not once yet today, a Santa Claus. So what I have to do then, and I'm going to skip down here a little bit, I have to go through, and anyone who liked that post, I'm inviting them. Do you know how many times that people have said yes to that, or I'm interested in info, that never DM'd me the call to action? So the thing is you have to work. Like, it's not, I'm going to post and become famous and I'm an influencer and like everybody buys my stuff. That's not how this works. If it were how it worked, everyone would be millionaires in Beachbody, but it's not how it works. The reason why so few people are actually successful in Beachbody is because so few people are willing to go out and do this part, because it's the scariest freaking part of our job, is inviting people to be part of our boot camps or inviting people to be part of our team. But without that courage, how many people get left behind because we're not brave enough to go out and invite them? Every time I think about not inviting to coaching, I think, why didn't anyone invite me when I was a single mom and I was sacrificing so much time away from my son when I never wanted to? Sorry, but I'm like emotional about this. Why did no one ever invite me to stuff like this? Why was I working 3 jobs and never seeing my son when this was a solution? No one was brave enough to reach out and ask me on Facebook or wherever, because coaching was just starting to exist when I was going through one of the hardest phases of my entire life as a single mom, and like felt like I hardly ever saw my son. So every time I think I shouldn't invite someone to coaching, I'm like, screw that. I'm going to be the shortcut for one person, because I know what it's like when you feel like you can't even be a mom because you're working your A off so much, you know? Sorry. Put yourself back in the place that you were before you found your healthy lifestyle, and invite people, because maybe you started out at a gym. I know a couple of us here on this team started out at a gym. What about that person who is not even brave enough to walk into a gym because they feel so self-conscious about their body, or they feel so self-conscious about trying to pick up some weights and figure out what to do with them? You're their solution. And I'll be honest right now, it's completely selfish of us to be like, I don't want someone to hate me, so I won't invite them. Like, it's selfish, because maybe out of 100 people, 3 or 5 say yes. And you have to get through those 97 to 95 no's to get 3 to 5 people to say yes. Is it worth it for those 3 to 5 people when they find that solution that they've been looking for? Is it worth it for them? Yes or no? Obviously, the answer should be yes. And if it's not, I don't know what to say. Okay, so going back here. So throughout the day, you're just posting, you're just being freaking human, right? And we're posting on Instagram and Facebook in our stories, so people get to know and like and trust you. The reason we show our lives is so people know, like, and trust us. If they don't know you, there's no way they can like you. And if they don't know and like you, how will they ever trust you? So for you showing up consistently daily in your stories shows them that you are a person who shows up in your life, and you're going to show up for them when they need you. That is why we show up in our stories. And you can read through all of that, okay? So follow up with people you've invited. Do you know? Yes. Yeah. Do you know how many times you may have to follow up with someone before they say yes? Like, I'm going to use, for example, like anyone in this team, Angie and Megan, both, whom I love so much. I love all of you. But how many months do you think that I kept talking to you and following up with you? It was a long time for both of you. But I saw in each of you this genuine person that I wanted to keep connecting with. And if you would have never said yes, I guarantee you and I would still be in contact, because not only am I following up with you to see if you want to be a part of my team or see if you want better fitness and better health, but I also just wanted to be like that genuine connection for you. I'm a Christian. I want to pray for you. I want to be that person who's trustworthy in your life. But many times you'll have to follow up with someone 7 times before they say yes. And we can't dare give up on them, because if we give up on them before they're our client, what does that say about people when they do become our client? Like, are we going to give up on them? No, we're not. So these other ones are, you take care of the people who are on your team and in your challenge groups. That's goes without saying. And you can choose how you do that. You can text, you can email, you can ask each person what they prefer, and then just put it in your reminders. Like, I have a reminder every Friday at 10:30 a.m. that goes off that says, hey, remember to check in with your people. and I used to have one that was like, hey, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, someone wanted me checking with them, text so-and-so. Okay, engage in personal and professional development. And I'll be honest, I think this team is weak in this. And the reason I think that is because this team is not hitting Success Club. Like I am, and my husband's business is, but y'all aren't. And I love you regardless. That doesn't mean anything. But if we're talking strictly business here, if you're not engaging in personal or professional development, your mind and the world and everything can go against you. Here, I have right here the very first personal development book that I ever read, and it made me super hungry for success. And it's called 6 Months to Six Figures. For me, it wasn't so much about earning six figures, although that's still a goal of mine. It was so much about what is business about? Like, what do people do and what kind of things they have to think and tell themselves in order to be successful? And it's so adorable because I still have in here like my notes that I did when I was just a baby coach. And I'll be honest with you, not many of these things have changed. Like, the people I connect with and look up to the most, those have changed just a little bit. But a lot of my goals are the same. A lot of the tactics to get there are the same. And I just, like this is golden. You need to pick a book. I personally recommend The Slight Edge. So if you don't have that book, get it and read it. I'm rereading it again because it's so good. And I feel like I need the reminders in that book in my head every single day. So I know we've gone over this a million times, but considering that I don't think a lot of people on this team are doing it, I'm saying that again. So track it. You can track it here. I track it in my notebook and then add it to a Google Sheet. And then I know that I can still follow up with those people if they're interested or showed interest at one point, that I'm not forgetting them. And I often tell them that, because I write their name down because they're important to me. If I have reached out to them and they've contacted me back about literally anything at all, even saying like, I'm so excited for you guys in your adoption, I write their name down. Why? Because they're important to me. And now that they have shown that they're a genuine sweet person and whatever, I want not just to be a part of their life, but if they want what I have in terms of health, in terms of lifestyle, I want to be the person who helps them get there. Does that make sense? So writing their names down is just saying, I'm sealing this person in my heart. They matter to me. Okay, so let's go back. Now, what are some things we can do to get people interested in what we're doing? Like, what can we do? Okay, I had it. Now I don't know where it is. It's different. So one thing is, and I think I shared this on the team page, but I have this 30-day challenge, and you don't have to give people prizes if you can't afford it at this point. But I can share this. If anyone wants it, just comment on this that you want this. And I will share this with you. So this is for all of my new clients. Every single person who is signing up, I'm sending this PDF and giving them a challenge. Now, I'll be honest, no one has completed all of it yet. But I know that when my people come and they start doing this, that those will be my people who are going to be my next rock star coaches, because they're committed to taking these steps to action and they're completely motivated by like an incentive. And this one is a prize. And then per month, each person who completes this will get entered for a $50 gift card. So if anyone does start doing this in November and completes it by mid-December, they're going to be probably the only person who wins a $50 gift card. But they're taking before photos. They're checking into the boot camp daily. Every Tuesday, they're talking about the transformations they're seeing in their lives. Every Friday, they're inviting 3 to 5 people, and they're showing me that with their screenshots, like their friends or whatever. And then after 30 days, they're taking their transformation photos or their progress photos, and they're sharing it with me. I'm teaching them how to share it on Beachbody's website, because with the Beachbody Challenge, they can be entered to win all sorts of prizes, including money. If someone has a huge transformation, they could win the $100,000 that they give away at Summit every year. And yeah, I'm just giving this out. So if anyone wants this, comment below, and then you can make a copy of it and make it your own with your own contact info. That's the only thing you'd really need to change, is like the email address and then the contact info. The other thing we have is now I need to find it. The other thing we have going on is the 21-day gift giveaway, and we're doing that with Courtney's team. You're more than welcome to join us in doing that. I would love if you would. So anyone who joins between December 2nd and 23rd, they can, did I put it in here? Yeah. They'll be entered for daily prizes as long as they're checking in our challenge group. So I'll show you what this looks like. I shared this on the team page already. And again, you can request a copy or request to be added to this, or I can share this with you, and then you can make a copy and edit it. So we're doing this for those in need to find time to themselves, da, 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 da. You can read that. Basically, they're going to be doing 21 Day Fix Extreme. And any fitness level can join because there are modifiers. And then they're going to be getting a basics, deluxe, or even a completion pack if they already have Beachbody On Demand. And when they do that, then they can get added to the group. So that's 21 days of gift giveaways right between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it's amazing. People can get these quick wins, feel healthy between the holidays, and like truly enjoy both of the holidays. So you should definitely be inviting to that. So we're calling it 21-day gift giveaway boot camp. When you invite people, invite them to that. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is that here's my hope and dream for this team. And I think a few of you are getting close to being able to do this, but you need to have the action in there daily. And so I want to be a 3-star diamond team by the end of the year. And that's really not far away. So it would mean major hustle. And I need people like, we can make a little pod if it's just going to be 1 or 2 of you and then me in a pod. I'm getting Ben's team to diamond. We're really close already with that. So I'll be a 1-star diamond team, and that means I've built 2 diamonds on my own. If I can build 2, you can build 1. Courtney's built like 4. So we can all definitely do that. And it means you'll be like close with me. That means every day we'll be in each other's inboxes and talking to each other and working through this and hopping on like work sessions together whenever you can. I know our schedules are different, but it's definitely doable. I mean, all sorts of other teams do it. Why not us? So for you to be in a diamond business means you're actually going to see income coming in. And for some of you, you've told me that that part is important, especially if you have a spouse who's like, what are you even doing? Like, you're just paying for this stuff. And then you need to explain to them, and you can get them on a call with me and Ben, that you actually need to have a little bit of time to work your business every day after work or before work or whatever. That it's not enough just to post on social media and expect the masses to come to you. They won't. And the reason why they won't is because health and fitness is extremely personal. It's extremely personal and vulnerable. And so they need to know they can trust you. And the first way that they can trust you is by you showing up in your social media. But the second way is by you inviting them and saying, it's not enough that I'm fit and healthy, but you should come with me. Like, we should do this together. And then they will trust you, right? So you need time to invite people, and you need time to, help your team once you build a team. So if you want to be a part of that, shooting for 3-star diamond by January 1st, shoot me a message. And just so you know, that's a commitment. That's you saying, it's not just that you want it, because a lot of people say that they want something, but it means that they're wishing for it and hoping it just falls into their lap. Really wanting something means that we're going to do the work to get there. So to remind you, a diamond team means that you have 8 people on your team, and 2 of those people go emerald. So it's essentially you and 12 people in your organization. And that might sound like a lot to you if you've never signed someone up before, but remember that can include discount coaches. So people who only want to do fitness stuff, but they will want to get 25% off supplements and stuff in the future, or 20% off all apparel in the future. Basic rule is, if anyone signs up with you between now and the new year for a challenge group, you sign them up as a discount coach, and then you do your due diligence. What I do is I put in my calendar, I have, like, for example, let's see, December 19th, I have to remind my new client, Kira, who is a discount coach, to check on her. Like, does she want more Shakeology? Does she want something else? Does she want to keep her discount? And then she'll say yes or no. So then within a month, you just check on them and let them know they can either cancel at this point, or they'll be billed $15.95 for their coach membership fee. And either way, it's up to them. But if you sign them up as a discount coach, they don't have to pay $40 down the road to get discounts and stuff later. I've actually had people pissed at me before because I signed them up as a customer, and then like 3 or 4 months later they had to pay $40 to be able to get the discount, when they would have gotten that fee waived to just be signed up as a discount coach from the beginning. So you're going to sign everyone up as a discount coach to save all the trouble, and then again, you're not being dishonest because you're going to remind them within a month whether they want to cancel that or not. And Beachbody does send reminders as well. And then, but it often goes to spam, which I find annoying because Gmail just filters all that stuff. And then you're going to find your business builders. Who are people like you who want to make a difference in people's lives, who want to get healthier, but it's not just enough for them to do that selfishly. They want to bring other people with them. And I don't mean selfishly. Like, it's not selfish. I think it's completely selfless to get healthy because we're better at everything we do when we're actually healthy. Y'all feel me on that? Yes. You're going to find your business builders. Dude, you don't know. That could be your best friend. Could be your best friend. It could be your cousin. Could be your sister. Like, my sister literally just signed up as a discount coach, and now she's telling me, like, I'm going to try this stuff out for a month, and if I really like it, I'm going to get all my friends going with this, and we can, like, coach. And I'm like, girl, then get your workouts done because I know you're going to be in love. So, and this is after 3 years of coaching, by the way, that I just got my sister to be on my team. Anyway, so don't be discouraged if your family members aren't on board. But it could be, you'd be surprised at the people who are looking for the solution in their lives. How many of us really want to live a life where you create your own schedule, where you work for a purpose with health and fitness and helping people, and where at the end of the day, when you get a paycheck, all that is reflecting is that you've helped other people get connected to the best, and I do believe the best health and fitness solution on the planet at the most affordable price on the planet, and that you've helped other people grow their team. And so listen, can I just be straightforward with you right now? And this is fine with me because we have like savings and stuff to go off of, but my paychecks have been low lately because I'm the only person on my team. My husband and I are the only person on the team hitting Success Club. I'm not very successful unless I'm helping you be successful, but I can't help people who don't want that. And so if you do want that, I'm going to help you be successful. And that's the beauty of this, is that I'm just not making tons of money off of you ordering stuff. I am, as a leader, earning exactly what I deserve to earn if I'm not helping people reach the goals that they want. Now, if the thing is that I've signed up a bunch of people who did want to work the business at first but are now discount coaches, I need to go out and look for the people who want to build a business and make this their lifestyle. And that's what I'm working on right now, because it's much more fun, and it's not about the money. You all know that, right? You know my heart. It's not about the money, but I do want you to know that, like, it does matter. If you want to be successful, it matters to me that not only that I help you, but I'm being punished, quote unquote, for not doing that. And I think that that's fair. That's 100% fair. So I feel like kind of weird saying that now, but just so you know, when you sign up a team, if you have all discount coaches, you won't get the paycheck that, let's say, Courtney does, because Courtney has a ton of people on her team who want to work the business and make this a lifestyle. At the same time, if I out hustle Courtney and I recruit more people and I help more of you be successful, I can out earn her. So again, that's not a pyramid scheme. It's literally just a way that Beachbody keeps us in check. Like, you're not going to recruit a bunch of discount coaches and then get paid for all of that. That's not how this works. You only get paid if you help other people achieve their dreams. And that's how this works. And I freaking love that. Like, as a teacher, I could go to work and everyone's failing my class and I still get paid. That's not fair. But so, like, here, if everyone's failing business, I don't get paid well, and that's fair. Okay, I feel like I over explained that. But yeah, so I want to help you if you want to be helped, but if you don't, that's okay. You just need to let me know that. And then I'll find the people who want to hustle the business with me. And I pray to God that all of you out earn me. Let's be honest. I pray to God that all of you out earn me. I pray for you all the time, for your success in your other areas of your life, for this business, for your well-being, and for you all to seek God and know God. Like, I pray for all of that. So it's about everything. I feel like I'm running out of steam. I'm like warm from talking so much, because I really planned for this to be an interactive team call. So that being said, like, speaking of interactive, now since no one showed up on here, what we'll do is schedule a one-on-one, and don't worry, I'm not going to lecture anyone. It's okay. Like, I forgave you before it happened. I love you all. It's okay. This is my Friday night. So yeah, we'll have to schedule a one-on-one. So just comment below within the next, honestly, within the next week. I don't care that it's freaking Thanksgiving week. Like, let's go. I'm hosting Thanksgiving, but I'll hop on a call with you any day or time. So comment below. You want to have a strategy call so you can actually make money in this business or actually build to diamond or whatever your goal is. And give me like your best 2 days and times that you could meet in the next week, and I'll just make it happen. I'll figure it out. It's okay. I love what I do, and I want people to be doing this with me. So let's do that, okay? All right, everybody, before I go, I just want to say, regardless of, I know at the beginning I talked business, but regardless of any of that, you all have a piece of my heart because you're my family. You're on my team, and it doesn't matter if you've never earned a Success Club point ever, or if you're like a Success Club like Rockstar last month and then Success Club 0 this month. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I care about you and your well-being and your family, and I respect and honor your goals as long as you're not shying away because of fear. Now, if you're shying away because of fear, that's when I'll get like a little bit in your face about like, let's go and do this. But if truly your goal is to just like get a discount and be a part of this because you see that it's kind of cool, I love you just the same as I do the person who says, I want to make 6 figures. How am I going to do that? Let's go. So I just want you to know that, okay? I feel compelled toward this book. So hang on a second. I'm going to share a verse with you. Okay, I don't know why, but it literally landed on this page, and I'm just going to leave you with this Bible verse from Matthew 13:44. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy went and sold all he had and bought that field. So he had treasure in the field, he reburied it, and then went and bought the field. I'll just read the commentary after this too. Have you ever stumbled across a rare treasure, one so priceless that you're willing to trade everything you own to have it? If you've given your heart to Christ, if you've accepted his work on Calvary, then you've already obtained the greatest treasure of all, new life in him. Oh, what immeasurable joy comes from knowing he's placed that treasure in your heart for all eternity. And at the end of the day, you guys, that's what I'm chasing. I just happen to be a mom and a wife in the midst of all this who needs to help her family with an income, who wants to have purpose in the job that she works. And that's where I'm at. But at the end of the day, all joy is in Christ. And I hope you feel that way too. All right, have a good night, day, whenever you're watching this. I love you, team, with all my heart.